All right, I guess I'm live. I don't really know. I'm on my computer today, so I don't know if I can actually invite anybody. I'm going to try to, though. Sort of a test. I've never used my computer for this before. And I don't have this. My phone just seems to be a lot easier. But hey, whatever. That's cool. We'll see what happens. Here. Not sure if I can invite anybody. Let's see. Biggie's probably sleeping. He was on here not too long ago. All right. Well, either way, I'm going to hang out and show you my top picks for 2022. Instead of just sending a picture. Oh, drop my phone. That's all right. Here we go. I guess we're going to start. If anybody wants to jump in, they're more than welcome. If not, that's cool too. Poor Mike, how you doing, my friend? Nice to see you. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. So if anybody wants to join in, you're more than welcome. Show off some books this morning. Got really nothing to do today. Doing laundry, chilling. Let's start with Voltron #1. So I've got a few of these, but I didn't have a Canadian newsstand, and this one's in really, really nice condition. So really happy to pick that up. I love me some Voltron. Big fan. Looking for some toys, actually, so that's cool. That's #1. I actually don't even know if guests are invited. I don't even know where to let them in on this, to be honest. Huh. Present. What's present? Oh, I got slides and video files. Extra camera. Okay. All right. So there's some cool stuff on your computer, but I don't know exactly how to use it exactly. That's all right. That's okay. We got Star Wars Annual #1 again, 75 cents. Canadian newsstand. In pretty good shape. Not the best shape, but Star Wars is my jam. So really happy to have that in the collection. Still trying to fill in my original run for Star Wars. This one I didn't really know that this was a thing, to be honest, which is weird, but this is Star Wars #2, but not Star Wars #2. This is like a movie special. So that's pretty cool. And this is in dynamite shape, and it's got a little tick down there. But other than that, it's in really, really dynamite shape. Happy to have it. This one came in the shop not too long ago, and snatched that box up pretty quick. This is the first appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. Nice. Awesome looking comic. It's not a 9.8 by any stretch, but still a first appearance that I don't have, and I'm very happy to have it. So, yay me. Woo. This guy was on the list. A little more Star Wars for you. If you're not sick of Star Wars yet, Star Wars number 68. This guy's in pretty darn good condition. Yeah, that Guardians of the Galaxy is awesome, man. I'm really happy to have it. Star Wars 68 as well, because, again, huge Star Wars fan. Always trying to fill in my Star Wars run. I paid way too much money for that particular book, but that's okay. Ice Cream Man number 1. This is something I missed out on, and this just came floating in one day on the cheap. So this is cover B for Ice Cream Man number 1. I know cover A is a little more expensive, but still a first print. Cover B, very happy to have it. Yeah, super cool. Very excited. I did some really good pickups this year, to be honest. I haven't, I don't know, I haven't really monetized it, but I did some really good pickups for good prices. So there's Castlevania number 1. This is the first appearance of the Belmont Legacy, Belmont family, and Castlevania in comic books. So I'm really happy to have that. I watched the Castlevania anime series during COVID and got me hooked, and I need this, and I'm really, really happy. This came from Neighbor to the North. Neighbor to the North, if you ever watch this, thank you. I really appreciate you, brother. Oh, this is the grail of all grails for me this year, so I guess I'll show it now because it's here. But this is Spawn number 1. It is a newsstand, which is rare in itself. And Mr. Todd McFarlane has signed this bad boy. So we've got a beautiful signature on a beautiful newsstand. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a 9.8. It's probably closer to a 9.6 or a 9.4, but it is amazing, and I'm really, 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 really happy to have it. And anyone that watches my stuff will know that I love Todd McFarlane. And this is just a cool ass comic book, man. Cocaine Comics number 1. I was happy to get this guy. I don't know if my camera's zooming in properly or not. Let's see what we're doing here. Either way, Cocaine Comics. It's wicked. Very happy to have it. Rip Snorting good time. Spawn's a great read, to be honest. It's fun, dark. So I probably gravitated towards it when I was a teenager. And Spawn that's the whole reason I love Todd, probably, is because it's very nostalgic for me. We have the first Red Hulk. I just have to have this in the collection because if I don't, I think it's going to go ridiculously through the roof and too expensive to get. So I'm happy to have it. Love me some Hulk. Having some cool Hulk in your collection is never a bad thing. I don't have a ton of Hulk, but I got some really cool ones. And this is definitely one of them. Oh, I just picked this up for myself for Christmas because I love the Batman Who Laughs. Swag, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, really a big fan of the Batman Who Laughs. So I had to pick this guy up for Christmas for myself. Wasn't that bad. I think he charged me $65 for it, which I was fairly happy to pay for a cool key like that. As I say, I'm a huge fan. I went all in on metal and death metal when they came out. So pretty happy with all that stuff. Iron Fist, number 14, 30 center. This is the first appearance of Sabretooth down there on the bottom. Great cover. This actually is a really hard comic to find. So if you do find it, no matter what condition it's in, you should grab it. This one happens to be in pretty dynamite condition, so pretty happy. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to jump in the live stream. I don't know how to, whatchamacallit. I don't know how to get you in here. I wish I did. When I went to the con, I picked up that guy. So, Amazing Spider-Man, number 238. Not in a 9.8 condition. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I think it's got some issues around the staples. I actually didn't take it out when I bought it. I really should have. But I got it on the cheap. I got it for $65. It's the Canadian Newsstand edition. It does not have tattoos. So I am desperately looking for a Fantastic Four 252 so I can marry them together and have a full book. That would be cool. Yeah, I'd be on the hunt for Sabretooth too, buddy. This is Voltron number 1, the Jenny Frison variant. This is actually Jenny Frison's first work, and it is a fucking ghost, man. If you can find this comic, good luck. It is an absolute ghost. Really happy to have it. It's really, go look it up. See what it's going for. It's crazy expensive. But really happy to have it. I love Voltron, as I said. And this one was a real surprise because I paid $3.50 for it, and I was happy to do so. All right, more Todd McFarlane love. You know, one of Todd's better covers, more famous covers. It's been homaged a zillion times, and I love it every time. And there's the original, baby. Two brothers. How you doing, my man? What's going on? I don't know how to invite anybody in when I'm on my computer, so the link is up in the chat somewhere. I just don't know how to actually have anybody in. I don't know if anybody's tried to come in. If you have tried to come in, let me know. I'll see what I can do. I really, honestly, not sure how to do it from my computer. We got Forever People, number 1. In really, really pretty good condition. I would say a 6.5 probably. 15 centers. This is the first appearance of Darkseid. And Darkseid is fucking awesome. DC needs a little love. Even though they're a sinking ship right now, I still love me some DC. Of course, more Todd Father love. This guy's in dynamite shape, actually, to be honest. So, some Todd McFarlane Batman cover art. We've seen this homaged a million times as well, because everything the guy does gets homaged. So, yeah, man, just super cool. Happy to have that. That was really expensive, too. Not for me, per se, but it was definitely an expensive book not too long ago. Man Thing number 1. Boom. Look at that guy. He was great in Werewolf by Night. Absolutely fucking loved it. One of Marvel's better recent releases. They haven't really done anything that tickles my fancy lately. Don't get me talking about Thor or She-Hulk. That's ridiculous. But I really enjoyed Man Thing. That's fair, man. That's true. He is from Canada, isn't he? Maybe that's why I love the motherfucker. Man Thing, awesome. Always happy. And this guy, I don't know, he came in, somebody had him in like a picture frame, and I bought it off them and rescued this fine comic from a terrible, terrible owner. Picture frame was terrible. It was dusty. It was gross. I couldn't even believe this comic had survived. Happy to have that guy. And what do we got here? You know, I like my robots, man. I can't help it. We got Shogun Warriors, signed by Herb Trimpe. One of my favorite covers. He's done a bunch of the 80s television stuff. Hard to get his signature, to be honest. Well, definitely hard now, I would imagine, but very cool. I was very happy to get that, for sure. I'm not sure. I can't remember if this is the first appearance. I'm pretty sure this is his first appearance. But love me Bishop. I really hope they do a good job with Bishop if they ever bring him into the MCU. I really liked Josh Brolin as Cable. I thought he was fucking perfect. But who they're going to get to play this guy, who knows, man. What I do know is I hope they do well. Because, again, the MCU's faltering a little for me, but that's not to say they can't make a comeback. I'm not against them or anything. I'm not against DC either. I just tell it like I see it, man. And this is hey, Happy New Year, Nick. How you doing, buddy? This is the first appearance of Maestro Hulk. Came through in a box just filled with garbage and dirt, and I was horrified. So again, I rescued this comic for very cheap, but it's in great condition. I'm surprised that it's in as good a condition as it is. Hey, Boggs, how you doing, man? You know, just going through some 2022's better pickups. I probably have a bunch more, but I only picked a few books. This is the first Mr. Sinister, which I'm really happy to have that. I don't know, man. I think I like bad guys more than good guys for some reason. All my pickups are bad guys. Maybe the bad guys are just cheaper. Who knows? I can't afford a Wolverine first appearance, so that shit's out of the question. Pretty sure this is the first Jubilee or some nonsense like that. That came strolling through not too long ago. It's sort of gotten through the roof, this comic, to be honest. You know, part of the good X-Men run. Not my favorite cover, but I don't really collect a lot of X-Men. I found X-Men to be too daunting of a series to collect. There's just so much of it. It's hard to get into for me. I do like X-Men a lot. I just don't collect it. And a buddy of mine just gave me this. This is the first appearance of the Infinity Gauntlet, I think. That's what he says anyway. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. So, you know, I love Infinity Gauntlet. I have the run. I've got most of it in newsstand. This one is in great condition, but that's not to say I can't upgrade it. So we'll probably try and upgrade this pretty soon. But super cool picture of Thanos. Who's he crushing there? Oh yeah, Silver Surfer. Got a fistful of trouble indeed. Fistful of trouble indeed, Mr. Thanos. So, we got the Surfer. That's pretty cool. I was really happy to get that. What else do we got here? Ultimate Comics number 2. Really, 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 really happy to have this. It's hard to find because nobody wants to give them up for cheap. Especially, I paid like $100 for this and a couple other Miles Morales early comic books not too long back, maybe a year ago. So I don't know. I thought it was a good deal at the time. I think it probably still is a good deal. And this, I've bought this a few times, but this one came in this year. I sold a bunch of mine, and this is the one I kept. It's not a 9.8 by any stretch, but I think I could press this guy and get a good deal. But it is the newsstand edition, so that does make the appeal a little greater. So we're gonna press that guy, see what it does. I think I've sold this comic 3 or 4 times now in the past couple of years. Everybody's sort of Gambit crazy. Yeah, it's definitely an underappreciated book. I agree. It's a super underappreciated book. And, last but not least, we do have the second print, Crane, Ultimate Fallout. I was not able to get the first print, Ultimate Fallout number 4. Though I do think the second print's a much nicer cover. I do like to be able to see Miles' face, not covered by the banner. Maybe I'm just saying that because it's not a first print and I'm crying the blues and I'm acting like somebody that owns a 180 or 181 in Hulk. But either way, I like this comic. I love it. I really want a first edition. I think it's out of my league. Yeah, that Uncanny X-Men 266. I love it too. Gambit, it's a cool-ass character, man. I didn't hate, I don't know, the guy they got to play him in the last movie. It was a shit movie, don't get me wrong. Garbage movie. But I didn't hate the guy they got to play him. It was enjoyable to see him on the screen. Let's just show some Batman Adventures. Signed by Templeton down on the bottom there. Right over here. There's something on that ref. And that's just sitting beside me because I beat Nick with it recently. Nick, if you're still in the chat, you're welcome. I knew you want to see that one more time. Yeah, so that was this last coming year's. I've got a bunch more shit. I could really go up to town, to be honest. Why not? I got Wolverine 1, like I said. Everybody homages that Todd cover, but this is just epic, man. That is super dope. I believe, what is this, the Return of Wolverine or something nonsense? I'm not sure. But it is awesome. When I saw the cover, I could not resist this. Yeah, this live, buddy. I just don't know how to. I'm on my computer today, so I don't know how to actually invite people to get on. Like I don't know. The link's in the chat, but I don't know how to actually let people on. I don't know if you're gonna show up in the bottom or something. Like I don't know. Try if you want. If you want to come on, I'd love to have you. You can show off some books. I got a few left, but. I'd like to see what you grab this year. That'd be cool. So this was a gift, a Secret Santa gift. The first Miracle Molly, which was all right, Batman's still pretty cool. I'm a little sick of the whole Bat family. Everybody in the world knows who Batman is. Nonsense, but hey, that's all right. I still dig me some Batman. Oh, the old HBO cartoon series. Yeah, I like that too, man. For Spawn, for sure. We got Vogs. We got Nick in the chat. We got the absolute man in the chat himself, Mr. Who Dat Comics. Two brothers are in the chat. Really appreciate everybody hanging out. Got Young Avengers number 6 again. This was a Christmas present, so it was a Secret Santa. I'm not exactly sure who it was from, but it's a lot of spec books that came in with it. So I'm guessing it's from one of the Kingpins or something like that. I just don't know. Maybe it was from Black Crown or something. I don't know. This one I won from Rob Fatstacks, actually, and this is the first appearance of the Aerial Bots, which is cool. Yeah, man, dig it. Right, Batman number 0. So this is the new 52, Batman number 0. I picked this up. This is signed by Capullo. Really happy to have that guy, especially the signature as well. I don't know. What is it? Snyder and Capullo, they certainly know how to write together. They got my attention almost every time, so I like them. This guy, I literally started picking this guy up because of the hunt. Who Dat, if you're still kicking around. When you started showing off some of these, I don't know, when I first started watching, pretty sure it was you, but when you started showing off these awesome Jungle Action, Black Panther, going about to kick some fucking ass on the KKK, I was like, those fucking books are awesome. Look at those covers. So, yeah, man. Yeah, that was cool. So yes, and it's this one also has the what is it, that date stamp on it too, which I don't hate, man. I actually sort of think that's really cool in a comic. Yeah, so that's really awesome. Jungle Action. Nick, if you're still in the crowd, you're welcome. This one's for you, buddy. Smashity smash smash. Fraggle Rock. Number 1. Very hard comic to come across, oddly enough. I guess everybody loves Fraggle Rock. And we've got one of a really cool Doctor Doom, early Doctor Doom cover. Fantastic Four, number 16. Not in great condition. Like, it's an okay condition. I don't know. Maybe a 4. I don't know. It's got some spine issues. Nothing like super terrible, but like just discoloration. Missing color really. Looks a little torn up in one spot. Maybe a 5. I don't know. It's a pretty good comic though. Pretty happy to have it in that condition either way. Yeah, poor Mike. That is absolutely. I played it on the hunt for that particular reason. Nostalgia is the way to go. Blade number 1. So I don't know if anybody knows this, but I do have a raffle still going on. And it's for the first appearance of Blade. So that would be Tomb of Dracula number 10. It's $25 to get in. I've got 30 tickets left out of 40, so there's not very many spots to begin with. You've got a first, second, and third prize. Very easy to win a prize in this raffle. So if you and they're good prizes. The first prize is first and second blade. Second prize is first new Novus. I think Sam Elliott, is that his name? I think so. In Marvel Point 1 at a 9.0, graded already, which is cool. Here's some Simpsons. This guy is signed by Bill Morrison. And, you know, we all know what that homage is. I have another one with the comic book guy. They're the same, so the homage. Goals for 2023. I do probably have one goal. I really want the first Galactus, I think. Beyond that, and a first Miles Morales. That is my most desperate comic that I'm trying to find. I don't know if it'll happen for me, but I'm desperately trying to find it. But as far as goals, I think I really want the first Galactus. That's a big one for me. I'm thinking about cutting down almost completely on my new comic book day purchases and focusing solely on blue chip stuff, or, you know, things that I really love. Like, I'd really love to get more of Robert Crumb's early work, you know, Mr. Natural, and a bunch of other stuff that he writes that I love. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so there's definitely some things I want to do, and that's actually just come from knowing better collectors than myself, like yourself, who'd had like Two Brothers Comics, like Doc, even fucking Biggie. He's an awesome collector, man. He's been banging it out this year with big books, so that's really cool. So yeah, man, I got some goals. I just don't know how I'm gonna get there yet. You know, I've got some books that I could probably sell, but I love my books, man. I get really attached to them, so I find it hard to sell my personal books. And this guy was a gift from somebody I press comic books for. It's not in the best shape in the world, but hell, man, Amazing Spider-Man number 62 at 12 center. I will take that as a present all day long. I was really happy to get this, actually. This is, I don't know, one of the nicest things somebody's given me. These guys, we're going to keep those guys private. And that guy's not coming out. That guy's not coming out. Oh, yeah, I see. This is the stuff I was going to play against Dustin the other night. Well, I can play this one. How about Batgirl? I'm pretty sure I saw Houdat play this first, and this came into my shop not too long ago. And, you know, Purple Rain homage, Batgirl, Purple Rain homage, really, really cool. Prince, if you don't know, was the fucking best guitarist almost ever. Man, that guy was fucking amazing. To watch him was truly amazing. Seriously, thanks, Swag. I appreciate that, brother. You know, this I played on Spinetix the other night. I showed on Spinetix because they were asking for party books, and that's a party waiting to happen. I really liked, like I said, I like Robert Crumb and stuff. So this Red Room really was an ode to all that stuff for me, and I ate it up like crazy, which is cool. If you've never seen Santa with a gun and a cigarette, apparently, there you go. The banger right there. I'm gonna smash someone in the face with this in the next street fight, I think. You're right, that is a party, buddy. You're right. Oh, this was a cool book. I didn't even know they did these, but I was really happy to get this as a gift. Lost Boys, #1, Vertigo. I have to get the rest of these now to the jerk that didn't give me the rest. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so I really, this is awesome. Really happy to have this. Love the art on the cover. I think the art's very cool. Wonder Woman Future State #2. That was a gift as well. Again, same person, and again, it's more of a spec comic than anything. It's the first appearance of. It's not Nubia, I don't think. I think it's maybe the dog or some nonsense. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty cool. Definitely appreciate it. And hey, I was talking about this guy earlier. Yeah, of course, who that? If you can, that'd be great, man. I'd love to see you here. We got New Mutants, number 87, first appearance of Cable. I have the gold one, so I have the second print, but I was missing the first print. Very, very happy to have it now. You know, definitely happy to have that in my collection. And these are books those are probably books that I should sell to get bigger books, but I really, really like the first appearance of Cable. I can't help it, man. I'm a late 80s and early 90s kid. And I like the 70s too. Bounty Hunters, Star Wars. I love Bounty Hunters, so I'll collect this. Although I'm not really, terrifically impressed with Marvel's attempt at Star Wars lately. The Andor series was friggin' awesome. So that was cool. The Boba Fett series was lacking in a lot. Not that I wasn't happy to see it, it was still lacking. Lando. I love Lando, so that's cool to have that one. Maybe if I ever meet Billy D, I'll get him to sign that if he's still kicking around. He's not looking so hot lately. High Republic #2. Again, somebody gave me all these spec books. Sure, there's a first appearance in there that I don't give a shit about. This, I actually have a zillion copies of that, so that came in that package as well. But hey, man, you gotta love some foily Ghost Rider goodness. They also gave me that guy. Yeah, shut up, Swag. Nobody wants to hear it. Oh, nice. Poor Mike. That's awesome. 7.5. That's a great grade. I'd take that grade all day long. For a first Cable, absolutely. We got Dark Reign, New Avengers. Again, I don't really collect any of this stuff, but it was a gift. So we got Sentry there, which is cool. I wonder how good the story is. I've read some new comics there. Some of them are good, some of them are not. More Dark Reign stuff. Azrael, Agent of the Bat. Cool cover. That's pretty cool. I'm sure there's something, there's got to be something, because he sent me a whole bunch of weird comics that, again, I don't collect, but, some of them are odd first appearances. I'm sure there's something with all of these. And this one just got a cool ass cover, man. Look at that. Suicide Squad #1 with fucking John Cena on the cover there. yeah, that's a banger cover. So happy to have that. Children of the Atom, #1. Not something I again collect, but that's okay. I don't mind. You know, all pretty cool books. He gave me this Punisher #11. It's just a cool ass cover. It has a newsie. I don't know if it's a Canadian newsstand, but it's a newsie. No, just a regular newsie. And these guys, I can never find these guys when I'm looking them up, but this is a cool Kang cover. Kang, just crushing it there. Absolutely loving it. Who that, man? I'm running out of comics. Get your ass on here, buddy. Or the same, really. Star Wars Obi-Wan #1. I think this is a Peach Momoko cover. And Peach Momoko is either hit or miss for me. This is a hit, but there are definitely some misses for Peach Momoko for my personal flavor of art. Now that's pretty cool. I dig that. We got Venom #1, Carnage Unleashed, Part 1 of 4. Oh, very cool. You know, the movies did these characters no justice. I don't know who enjoyed them. I know people did, but I don't know why you would. I will try to go slower. Who dat? Yeah, I can go slower. I got more comics. Seriously, I'll just go grab a stack from another room. I'm just gonna show off some books, man. I don't know. These again. These are some. This is the last one I think that I got as a gift. West Coast Avengers 44. I don't know if you can see that, but Wanda's got a banger body. Banger booty there, Wanda. And these are some of my faves that I have in my collection. This is signed by Chris Claremont. This is the first appearance of Rogue. Poor Mike, thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate you, brother. Happy New Year to you too. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Yeah, we're just living the dream over here, you know. Teen Titans annual. First appearance of Vigilante. There's something on it, ref. There's something on it. Yeah, it's one of my favorite books too. Pretty awesome. I'm glad I met him before he passed away. This is a sketch cover done by Ken Lashley, and he did a fantastic job at this sketch. Signed it at the bottom. Super happy to have that in the collection. You know, chilling. Yeah, it's just something you can't sell. You know. Bought this guy yesterday to to go among my toy collection. Rest in peace, Eric Draven. I got him for $20. Fairly expensive, but on the other hand, what a wicked toy. Looks super cool. Happy to have it. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Is anybody here? Is anybody here? No, Huda is still not around. That's okay. We're gonna go get another stack of comics to show off. That's Eric Draven. He's chilling. There we go. You know, man. He just sort of rests there with Obi-Wan and Chewbacca. I don't have any of the Jawas for this bad boy, but I should. They're really, really, really expensive. Something I wish my parents didn't throw out. I'm going to go grab another stack of comic books, so give me a minute, people. I'll be right back. As they say, I wish I didn't have dead air. All right, let's see where we're at here. Hey, I think someone might be in the back room. I can get unstuck. If I can get unstuck, man.
What's up?
Bam, who that? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I was sleeping like probably 30 minutes ago, so that's why I was like, slow down. I'm literally listening to you while I'm waking up.
That is fair. That is fair.
Oh,
yeah, when you're by yourself, it goes quick. You know, I don't know.
It don't matter how slow you go, like it still goes by fast. You could tell stories and you still be like done.
Yeah,
like, you know. So it's like it really doesn't matter how it's by yourself. It's not bad. It's just like you don't go as slow as you will, or things don't drag on in a good way when you have other people around.
100%. There's not that great banter between minds, you know.
Yeah, and I was like, I do need to pack some stuff up, so this will motivate me to pack some stuff.
Nice.
Oh god, I got so much stuff to pack. I'm not even probably gonna ship all this stuff tomorrow.
You're doing a nice good shipping order, eh?
And I don't think I'm gonna ship everything tomorrow. For the stuff I gotta go out, I'm just gonna pack everything up. I don't feel like carrying all this stuff, man.
That's fair. That's fair, man. I haven't cracked the online selling code yet. I really just do it at the market, but I do pretty well. I do well enough at the market that I'm happy, but I'd like to do more online. That's for sure.
I would say test out, like maybe like Sands auction or something. Just test it out, and then because you only got to do probably 3 to 4 lots if they sell, and then I know it's people used to charge who live in Canada to US. You can be like, look, it's gonna be $20 shipping, and if we have to adjust the shipping when you do it, we'll adjust the shipping, but it'll be $20, and $20, fill up the box, and then but if we have to adjust, we have to adjust. That's how I know guy who used to do it from Canada online.
Yeah,
on YouTube. That's
it is worth it for Americans to do it if they're doing by lots, because like $50, blah blah blah, Canadian is that kind of thing. Do I have to adjust my prices into American?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
It's easier because they'll send you like which will still be more.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
yeah,
you're like, this 20 Canadian, and you'd be like, all right, they see you $20. Like, I said Canadian. That's never mind.
yeah. Absolutely, that'd be way more. I'd feel
Yeah.
guilty. I'd feel guilty. Your guys' money is worth a
Yeah.
lot.
But I mean, but you're only doing probably like 3 lots, 4 lots. Yeah, like last night it was a good show. Yeah, like a lot of people, so that's why we went a little longer. But
Nice.
and I normally don't stay that long. I usually do 3 lots and I'm out of there because I have to work.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, so like 3 lots, it gives you time to look up your prices. Um, and then you can do just your shipping. Tell them a certain price for shipping, and then you'd be like, hey, if it's a little higher, or if it's a little less, you'll have credit. If it's a little higher, then it's you just have to adjust it.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Maybe I will.
Yeah, but
Oh,
because I know shipping for you guys are cheaper to us than it is for us to ship to you.
I gotta show this off for Nick here. We got Secret Empire Zero. He tried to beat me with the other night. And, there it is. But Nick, if you really want one that's hard to find, buddy, try Secret Empire, the free comic book day. Try that one, my man. Try that one. That one's a little harder to find, my friend. Oh yeah, that's right. Here on Bleecker Street Comics, we will rub it in. We will rub it in.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna rub it in because I got too much stuff to pack.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're packing up the comics. You sell anything good?
So I mean, it's still some good stuff. I mean, got a shattered variant that sold.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. 9.8 banger. Got this old Battlestar Galactica bag of 3, the Whitman variant, but it's in the original Whitman bag, still unopened. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Just like it was off the rack. Who dat? I can't really hear him, but it could be my computer, maybe not his. Got some Darth Vader. I think I just got the whole series of this. Yeah, he's talking. Okay. I got the whole series of this. He's cutting in and out. Yeah. Some Dragon Slayer. Just because I really like the cover. Just because I really. Oh yeah. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, Dragon Slayer. Just because I absolutely love the cover on this. I don't know if anybody's ever picked this guy up, but look at that art, man. Cover is super dope. Yeah. And I don't know, the Marvel Comics Group logo. I dig almost all the comics with that logo on it. It's a good era for comics for me. I like it. Got some Miles Morales, the N #1.
I'll flash off stuff that I'm packing so you guys can see.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, please do.
I got Pro, triple sign. So that's going bye-bye.
Jeez, eh?
That's going bye-bye with and this is all one person. One person bought that one. The Black Widow's finally gone. Black Widow, J. Scott Campbell, 1 in 50.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like
a book you see.
No, that's J. Scott Campbell variants are they sell, man. They're good. They're good books to have.
Um, yeah, that was all one person. I got more for him. I told him I have to do
Jeez.
like three. I'm gonna have to do like 3 boxes.
He went to town.
Yeah, I like putting the slabs. I could put three. I like you could put 4 slabs in a medium box, but I feel comfortable with 3. So I don't
Yeah,
like to go more than 3.
three and some padding, man. Three and some padding.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen 4. 4. You can do 4 really good, but I was like, nah, I'll stick to 3. You know.
Yeah, I always like to have a little extra padding in there. Like if they're
Mm,
too tight against the box, you just never know what's gonna happen.
yeah. So yeah, I got to do at least 3 packages because it's gonna be 2 medium boxes with because you got 6 slabs and some raw books.
That's a Merry Christmas to that guy. Holy smokes!
Yeah, yeah. I like it when you're packing it for one person, but I hate it because it's so much stuff. Like, but it's easy when it's one person. It's like, all right, I just gotta, you know.
No, I get it, man. Absolutely, that's awesome. Yeah, man. I wish I could do that every week. Right now, I've got the full time job during the week, and I do comics on the weekend, which is cool enough.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll get bigger by the end of this year.
yeah. I mean, I'm basically the same way. I do it. I mean, I dabble and stuff during the week, but it's not like I'm trying to, you know. But weekend is my best thing. But like I said, Sunday I don't stay out too late on Sunday, just because of wake up at 4 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll stay on, do a couple of rounds, and then cut out. Um, but yeah, I mean, if things change, things change. But as of right now, that's good enough for me. You
Yeah,
know.
no, absolutely, man. Thankfully, I get Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays off where I am. So it's pretty kosher to my schedule, so I could do a lot on the weekend.
Yeah, I'll get Monday off, but I work Monday through Friday, but it's only 8 hours a day.
Not so bad, not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, and we get to work and have a little something. You know, a coffee, energy drink, a little breakfast. But by the time that's over, you got 7 hours left.
Yeah, yeah. By the time you figure out what's going on for the day, that's pretty much it. So time to go home half the time.
It's. But I ain't gonna lie, I'll be exhausted though. It's waking up that early.
Yeah, when I have 2 shifts, I can either wake up really early, which is 3:45, 4 in the morning, and then go to work for 6, or I have to go be at work for 11 till 7. So not so bad. The 11 till 7 is not so bad.
Um,
It's the when I have to wake up in the morning. That one sucks.
yeah, it don't matter if you go to sleep at a decent time. It always
Nah,
sucks.
no, it always sucks. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter.
I got my GoPro set up.
That's cool, eh? I really want. I don't know. My camera's pretty good. Most people say that my stuff's all right, but that GoPro, those things are awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna test it out and probably test it out actually today with my daughter and but it's a goal to use it for the convention this weekend coming. So
Yes.
test it out, see how it works. Probably I might put the video online just to see how it looks. I mean, you're supposed to do a lot of stuff with it. You're supposed to be able to go live. You're supposed to be able to go on the internet, be able to hook it up as a webcam, all kind of stuff. So I'll try to figure all that other stuff out later.
Mm-hmm.
But just try to figure out the one part of just walking around and shooting with it and seeing how it comes out. That's
I
it.
do know. I completely know. I'm on the same boat with this whole internet stuff, man. I don't know how to really invite people. I don't know. There's like other stuff on here that says I can like have ad clips and stuff. I'm like, that's beyond me at this moment, buddy. I am not adding anything. I'm just going. We're just starting.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to add an intro. I don't want to add an entrance and exit. No, we're just going.
I like the little stuff, but you gotta once you figure out and play with it, then it's fun. But
Yeah. I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it. I think I'll dick around with it, see what happens.
Because StreamYard's very good, but it has its limitations, but it's very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's pretty much done. I'm tired already. I wanna
Tired
pack
already.
my-
Back to bed for this guy.
No, I don't want to go back to bed. I'm tired of packing already.
Yeah. I can't blame you, brother.
Tired of packing already. I ain't did but one of the packages that I've done. Oh god, it's just I don't know. I like selling. To get new things. I don't mind packing. And then but once you start getting going, you're like, oh my god, I don't want to feel like packing anymore.
Do you mind if I ask how big your personal collection is?
I don't have a number, so I couldn't.
It's sort of is your collection more of an influx collection at all times?
Well, kind of, but I could tell you I have. Let's see, that's one. I got 3 boxes of slabs.
Mm-hmm. Jesus.
3 boxes of slabs, like those little plastic boxes that they started selling.
Yeah.
Got 3 of those. But that's what I have. But I actually have 1, 2. I got 2 of the long boxes of CGC.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3 are like the ones that hold 10 slabs.
Jesus.
And that's the slab. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then I have let's see how many shard boxes for a regular comic. 1, 2, 3. I got 6 in there. So I got 8 shard boxes.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If there's anything I can tell a new comic book collector, fucking buy short boxes. Don't buy long boxes. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If there's anything I could tell a new comic collector, that'd be it. I wish I didn't buy long boxes.
Yeah.
Those things are a pain in the ass to move around.
They seem cool when you're in your 20s, or in your 19 and to your early 20s. But once you get older, that's just heavy.
That's just heavy, man. And there's, you get multiple loads of that shit. It's not great. It's not great.
And then if something happens to the box, they freaking fall apart.
Folds in the middle and shit.
Yeah. So it's he's not lying. I would be stay away from long boxes, get short boxes, get the plastic short boxes if you can afford them.
If you can afford them,
because they stack up and they're very easy. What else? Try to stay away from the cheap short boxes, and meaning about the plain white ones.
Yeah.
Because at least the ones that have designs on them that are made out of I guess the cardboard. Those are, since they have that design on them, they're a little stronger.
Some of them are a little thicker too, right? Some of them are a little more heavy duty.
So it's I would either get something with a design on it, or I'll get the plastic ones.
100%.
I'll try to stay away from the the cheap ones, even though that's the more affordable ones if you have a big collection. But they will fall apart faster than the other two. But the plastic ones, you'll die before the plastic ones fall apart.
especially if you're in and out all the time. So you got to be.
I would invest in because I want to get more of the CGC slab boxes, but I don't want to get more because then it would be all right, I want to keep more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. I have I'm having a hard time selling stuff that I love. I should probably sell my first appearance of Sabretooth, but I really love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I should get more blue chip books, but I'm but I love that Sabretooth, and I love my Omega Man #3, and I'm I love the first appearance of Lobo. I don't know if I can do it. Man.
It's hard. It's hard. I know for me, it's starting to get harder because the process of me selling, I'm buying stuff I really want.
Yeah, you are. You've got
my selling collection is dwindling and my regular collection is going up. So it's eventually I'm going to run out of stuff I want to sell.
That's a
And
fact. That's a fact.
yes, so I hate to say it, I'm probably gonna have to get one of those plastic CGC, another one. I'm probably gonna have to get at least a second one because because I would say at least like all those extra boxes of CGC I told you, those are majority of those are are PC. I would say probably about a good 50%.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get another one so I can at least dwindle down because I got it mixed with stuff I want to sell. So get all the stuff I want to keep, take out all the stuff I want to sell. Then I can be like, all right, this is what I want to sell.
That's fair. I'm thinking about going. I've got 12 long boxes in my house that are my personal long boxes, and thinking about going through that and just like really, really, really trying to come up with something that I like. You know, I'm going to keep this, and I think I could break it down to maybe 2 or 3 long boxes. To be honest.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, but who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, that's always the hope, and then y'all end up getting it be a little bit more. But as long as you like, we can't take this all with us, and I would love to get everything and keep everything. But I always thought about it like this: the stuff I have already, I'm happy with, but I want to get, like you said, more blue chips. And I'm like, so it's like, would I be happy with 2 copies, or actually I actually have 4 copies of X-Men 129, or am I happy with the highest grade copy I have, sell the other 3, and then turn that money into something I don't have, you know, maybe like a FF49, because I don't have a FF49. I got a 48, but I don't have a 49.
Ah, you got the good one, but the 49 still very good. You got the good one. You got the good
one. It's so funny. People talk about that book. This is how the conversation goes about that book. People who know 48 is the good one. It's the money book. It's the good one. But yeah, the cover might not be as great as you want it to be, but if you really look at that cover, it's amazing because it's just the coming of Galactus, and you see all the people, and like you see the frightened face of the Watcher. Like that's a really good. It's almost like a movie type, like end of a movie, like, you know, to be continued. You know, like that's how it reminds me of.
It's cool,
but
man.
Everybody loves the other cover, and they try to argue, "Oh, this is the better cover," blah blah. And you're like, "Yeah, but it's a second appearance of both of them."
yeah.
Like you try people. Oh, but no, it's the first full appearance of Galactus. It's still his second appearance.
You keep your nice cover. Keep your nice cover, and I'll take my first appearance of Galactus over here, man. Yeah.
It's
no
way. Especially when the 48, you could actually, if you have a certain, depending on the grade, if you have like a 2.0, you can't really do it, I'm about to say, but if you have a certain grade of that book in the FF48, you could actually sell that one and get 2 lower grades of 48 and 49.
You could 100%.
That's what tells you that book is the book. Like I have a 7.0. So I can actually sell my 7.0 probably and buy a 4.0 of 48 and 49. I know the math.
Yeah, 7.0s were that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, I got that years ago. I literally paid like $150 raw for it. Yeah, and that's a long time ago. That's before my daughter was born. You're talking about 8 years ago, probably at least. But different time when books are a lot cheaper. They're starting to drop. They're starting to drop again.
They're dropping, but they're not dropping as a whole. They're just dropping individual books. Other books are going up and replacing them. So, I find in my cover price, I find that my comics have not gone down ever. They've only gone up. As far as the whole is concerned, as far as certain individual books, absolutely things are going to go down depending on people's interest, right?
Yeah, and then it also depends on what you got into the book too, because if I did a cover price thing, my books would never went down either. And I got some bigger books and stuff like that because I don't have into them what other people might have into theirs, you know?
Yeah, I do not. I definitely don't have into my books what other people have into theirs. I've paid very, very cheap prices for most of my books.
So it's like, it's all about what you have into them, and at the end of the day too for that. But I got one box done.
Nice. Swag's calling us old guys. I think he might. I hope he's keeping himself in there because
But look. If you're not, I want to say it like this: if you're not 25 and under, you're an older person. Not saying you're an old guy, but you're an older person, and stuff starts to hurt. Let's be honest. Especially if you're not an athlete playing like sports like professionally. Yeah, not talking about it. I played once a month at the Y. I'm talking about like I do this for a living and I play every week. If you don't do that, you will feel your body hurt. I mean, I'm literally dealing with I guess they call it a sciatic nerve. That's what was my back.
Your back's still bugging you, eh, brother?
Yeah. So like that nerve got my whole leg all the way down to like my lower hip and my lower back all hurting. And it's hurting right now, but I'm just dealing with it, but
it's
nothing I can't do.
Those white pages are heavier than yellow pages, buddy. You gotta stop getting all these good comic books. That's all.
I tell you like this, that shit doesn't get better. I'll be selling a lot more and be like, look, I can't take this shit out of my house.
I can't even carry the box. Nope.
Yeah, I can't even carry the box. Like I'll be like, this here, take it. That's basically what I did last night. I was just like, hey, I didn't pay a lot for these books. Take a great deal. Here you go.
No, that's fair. I'm also in that same boat. I don't really. There's a few books in my collection that I paid quite a bit for, but most books in my collection I paid honestly pennies for. $1.25. I think I paid $3 for some of my major keys. You know what I mean? Like, I buy books in bulk a lot, things like that, and you do as well. I know that. Or I look for the better deals. Even my first appearance of The Batman Who Laughs, I got it for $65 instead of everybody was buying it for $200 not too long ago, and I'm like, snag $65. I'll take that. It's got a couple of dings in it, but whatever.
Yeah, it's the market is weird. Like you said, paying for you buying stuff.
The market's very weird. I find it to be like a big asteroid. Whatever it's in its way, you get the little rocks in the front that know what the fuck they're doing, so they're leading the charge, and then you get the big asteroid following it behind, and then you get other asteroids eating up what's left. And what it is, and they never ever look behind it, so it goes forward constantly, man. And it's just they forget what just happened last week. This book was $200 and now it's $30.
I'll tell you one thing though, like you said, to that reference, what I've noticed, because since I've been selling different platforms and then online with Elite Comics 11 and YouTube, everything I've been selling with, like those books you're talking about, the books like, oh man, this book got up to $200, $300, and like 2 months later, or maybe longer, let's say 6 months later, it's the $30.
Yeah,
like I've seen a big effect on those books, but those blue chips, like you were talking about, and when we're talking when I'm talking about blue chips, I'm not just talking about X-Men 1.
No.
I'm talking about also like stuff people might not think about as far as like Hawkman 4. That's the first Zatanna or
first
it's like a big umbrella of blue chips, meaning like really it's like Silver Age keys and some Bronze Age. That's what I think of.
Even some Golden Age keys.
Yeah. I don't even mess with Golden Age because that's another level, but level. Yeah, so it's like I kind of put all of those in that blue chip frames, because some people just say blue chips are like FF1, X-Men 1, those big books. But the reason why I say all of those, because I've seen those kind of hold steady in price. Like some have gone down, some have gone up, some have gone down. But it's like I can because the only reason I know, because I sold one of my FF4s, not FF4s, my Hawkman 4s. It's like this book I couldn't sell for $70. And if you look it up, it's like $80 raw. So I couldn't sell the book $70 and it's 9.6. But the Hawkman 4, which I got a good deal on because I bought it off an auction, and I sold it for like $200 more, because that doesn't come up in a 6.0.
That's right. Right. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
So, but I've been seeing that those certain what I consider blue chips have either hold steady, they might have dropped a little bit, but it depends on the person who's trying to buy it because you don't see that book a lot. If it's a certain book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So high grade, silver age, or even golden age, bronze age as well. Like if people are looking to buy those and you got them for sale, they tend to buy those more than the copper to modern, even though if it's a good book.
No, I absolutely for sure have to, well, like I said, those are the books I'm interested in. Those are the books most people should be interested in.
Mhm.
It's they're not easy to find, but you can find them. They're out there.
Yeah, and if you like those modern books that I like and I have, I've collected them like the first America Chavez and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the best. This is the best time to get those books.
Yeah.
Oh
it
my
really is.
God! I mean, I didn't pay a lot for mine because I bought mine every time I got all mine. I got in collections, so I didn't pay a lot for mine when you divvy out the prices. But
Yeah, anything that Marvel tanks with is the best. It's honestly American Chavez has gone way down.
yeah, it's like, dude, that book was like almost at one point it was $2,000 in a
Mhm.
9.8. It dropped down to I thought it was gonna stay at this price around $800 for a 9.8. The reason why I thought it was gonna stay at the $800 mark, besides it being her, it's like another first appearance in there as well, and the print count of the book. I think it's under 30,000
Oh wow.
printed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not
that's not.
that's not a lot.
Yeah, I have to look it up again, but I'm pretty confident to say it's under 30,000,
I think all
and
I
that's
have is
why.
I got her
That's
first
why I thought it
cover
was gonna.
appearance, but that's it. I don't have her first
Yeah,
first
well,
appearance.
that's why I thought her price was gonna stay around 800 because like it's not like a easy book to this. They're like, oh, let me go to the LCS and get one. You're not gonna go to the LCS and get one. You're gonna have to buy it online.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Anything with a low print count is pretty desirable. That's why
Yeah,
Spawn between 100 and 300 is ridiculous.
yeah, but I think it's settled at 500 now because I saw somebody just buy
The
one.
first Chavez is 5 now at a 9.8
Yeah,
or at
yeah,
at a 9.8. That's not that
nine.
bad. That's not that
Yeah,
bad. I think she's a character that has a really good future in the MCU, to be honest. Just
yeah,
in comics in general, she's got a good
yeah,
power set.
yeah. So like, I think I think it's a good price. I think, but you can get Raws for even cheaper. I think.
Yeah, I would look. I'm
So.
always looking for Raw, to be honest. I do press comic books, so I try to get mine Raw. See if I
I look,
can't.
I try to look for Raw the same, not because I press them, but just because I could get a better price.
Yeah, and you get fucking Dustin over there fucking helping your ass out too. Don't you?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
yeah.
buddy. Fuck yeah.
I let him do that. I don't have the room for a press. A
Hmm.
lot of people ask you press. I was like, nah, I don't have room to press. I really don't. We have a 2-bedroom house and 1 bath and a living room and a kitchen. So tell
Yeah,
me
I
where I'm
get it.
gonna put a. Yeah, I'm not gonna put a. If I was
I know.
living by myself, it'd be different.
Sure
That
would.
other room would be my comic room with my press and everything.
Yeah, man, that'd be Shangri-La in there.
Yeah, so like, I don't have the room. Like, if we get upgraded house in the future, I'll definitely be something to look into, but and probably do. But you got to have the time too. It's not just the room. You got to have the time to. So
Oh yeah, it's not easy, man. We're all feeling that. I think everybody's working their ass off, or not working anymore because they don't have work. So
because this.
hopefully,
Yeah,
this new year brings people more peace and more blessings than the last couple did. You know what I mean? The last couple have been pretty
yeah,
hard.
I definitely agree with that one. Well, you don't have to go far. Just go back to like 2019, early 2020,
Yeah, man.
before everything shut down.
Yeah. Man.
That was like everybody was balling out of control.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was there. There was some. It was insanity. It was
Yeah,
and rightly deserved insanity. But
because a lot of people think it was like, oh, and they were getting free money out. I was like, no, it actually happened before that. It was actually before that. Before people got money, people were spending money like crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The spending was out of control. Spending was out of control. But now we can't spend money because everything's so expensive. Nobody's got any.
Yeah, that and people are nervous.
Yeah, that's true too. I heard. I've been watching the news. They're really pumping the fact that the U.S. is not gonna go through a recession. They're turning it around, as they say.
The funny thing is, this is because, and for the chat, we're not gonna go heavy into politics.
No.
And if we do, it'd be like just talking about random stuff. But I can tell you this: by the time we know, they say, "Oh, we're back on course," like the economy.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they'll say, "Oh yeah, we had a recession. We're in a recession."
Yeah, you might be right.
That's how they always do it, man. They're like, "Oh man, I can't believe we had a recession." You're like, wait, we had a recession?
I would think that we did have. I think we're in a recession, to be honest. But hey, that's me personally.
I agree.
Yeah, like, I can't afford shit, so whatever.
Yeah, I agree. The only reason I tend to agree is certain things that the government's actually doing to kind of stop spending, like raising the interest rates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about there, but I just see it. I live outside of New Orleans. Just when a house comes up for sale, there's a ton of people who want to look at it.
Yep,
ton of people.
Yep, and they're having bidding wars and stuff. Man.
Yeah. But now they're not bidding for it and not having bidding wars because the interest rate's so high, and they're like, oh man, like literally somebody was about to buy a $600,000 house, and they said if I can buy it, like kind of I forgot what it's called, but it's basically buying like the owner's rate or whatever, so you can keep that low rate. The person's like, I'll buy it right now if I can keep the owner's rate. I said, but if I have to finance it myself, I'm not going to do it because at 6%, it doesn't make sense.
No, you're paying $4,000 a month to have a house. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I've been seeing that.
Try going through that stress test that the bank put you through. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. So that's how I know we're in a recession. It's when you make people stop spending money. It's It's like, come on now. Like, people have the money. The jobs are out there.
We just don't have enough because nobody's getting paid enough, man. That's
another thing. Yeah, that's what I think I told you this before. Like certain states, I don't know if we talked about this off air, but certain states down here still paying still can pay as low as $7.25 an hour.
Oh, Lady Fantastic, how you doing?
What's up, Lady? How you doing?
In the house. How you doing, Ben? Lady, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining.
Yeah. We ain't gonna go too deep in it, Lady, but yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true, and it's all around the world. It's not,
Yeah, man.
But what I've noticed more traveling, and we're going to the traveling side, talk about something. But when I travel a lot of places, other countries. Well, it's kind of like I'll talk about traveling, but I'll still talk about the U.S. When I go to other countries, they always ask me, where am I from? Like, I've gone to France, and where are you from? I'm going to Italy, where are you from? I'm going to all the Caribbean islands, where are you from? Cuba, where are you from? I travel to U.S., and I go just like 3 states over. And they don't ask me where I'm from. They ask me, what am I?
What? Jesus Christ. What are you? Oh, my God.
Yes. So basically, and what are you meaning? Like, what color are you? Or what race are you? That's that question. Yes, I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. It happened like 2 years ago in Florida, most recent.
I didn't mean to say fuck off so loudly, chat. I'm sorry that I said fuck off so loudly. What? What? I can't even. What the fuck?
Dude, that's what happens in America. I'm telling you, that's what happens in America. They don't care where you're from; they care what race you are, and will argue you down if you tell them that you're a race that they don't think you are.
I'm fucking human. What are you, bud? What do you mean? What am I? That's fucking insanity, bro. That's insanity, man.
Dude, it's hilarious. And like, I think it's funny, so that's why I like telling the story. It's just hilarious to me because we literally on vacation, and this drunk Caucasian lady, I'll just say it like that, was like talking about her son they adopted from South America and blah blah blah. And she says, I know, you know what I mean. And I was like, no. He's like, and I was like, but yeah, we are. What are you? I said, so I'm black. With so much excitement, and she was like, "No, you're not black." Yeah,
No, you
yeah,
can't possibly be black with that skin
yeah.
color. That's
I
crazy.
said, I said, yeah, I am. I mean, I was like, I'm sorry, but she literally was arguing back and forth that she
It's
didn't say
amazing.
she didn't believe I was black. But it's so funny. But when you go to other countries, you go to I've been to Italy. They look like me. Like
Yeah,
Italy, Italians look like me. I've gotten like when I was over there, I literally got treated awesome
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
because they thought I might have been something like little because when you go to the I guess Sicily area, that southern Italy, they're darker skin. They're out
Yes,
like that
sir.
olive
Yes, sir.
complected skin. Morocco is another country. They look like me.
That's
I've
good.
seen
Well,
travel videos,
the
so
history of the Moors traveling through that whole area,
yeah,
and seeding the population, and they're dark skinned
yeah.
Italians, man.
Yeah, so it's like, and like Cali County said, it's like that's true because we are, and people forget that. We tend to forget that in the United States that it's not really nobody's pure anything,
I think
nobody's
it's really hard to
pure.
find anyone that's pure anything anymore, unless you go, where is it, the Netherlands? It doesn't let anyone in. Even
Yeah,
there, I'm not even sure.
you can't like, and when you said that, I was thinking of Australia because Australia are very strict about letting people in, but they're not one thing. You'd have to
They're
go to
not.
the like in the center where the desert's at, and where what
Yeah,
do I want to
yeah.
call it?
Yeah, and
Can't
even
think right
them,
now.
they probably wouldn't say they're one thing either, because different
Yeah,
tribes and whatnot.
yeah.
Oh, I don't mix with that tribe. That tribe's whatever. Ridiculous, man,
Okay.
ridiculous.
I got a phone call.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
no
just gonna
worries.
mute.
Mute it up, buddy. Well, I don't know about Norse populations, but I think the Netherlands, like, they won't let you live there or something like that if you don't have, I don't know, some fucking, it's something weird. I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely something weird going on there. Yeah, I don't think any of us are pure anymore these days. I'm native and Scottish and Canadian as fuck, but I think we should all just get along, motherfuckers, and collect comic books. That'd be great. Who that on the phone? Probably selling more comic books. Probably what he's doing. First appearance of Violator in Spawn. When Who Dat's not talking, we just start showing comics. I started buying these 90s reprints of the Tales from the Crypt because I think they're awesome. And I can't afford the originals. But these are in really nice condition. They look great. Covers are fantastic. I really like the reprints quite a bit, to be honest. Amen. Amen, Lady Fantastic. I can't disagree with that at all. Tales from the Crypt, Haunt of Fear. Well, Ben, I'm sure some people would beg to differ, but I can't disagree with you, buddy. Canada is definitely rad. Thanks, Lady Fantastic. I appreciate that. That one's pretty awesome. Who Dat is out. These are all books that I would have played against Lady Fantastic if she was on the hunt lately, because she's hard to beat. Yeah, I love those EC reprints. I think they're really cool, man. And I like the fact that they're in good condition. I really don't like books being crappy condition. So, Star Wars Legacy. I can't remember who it's signed by, but that's the first cover appearance of whoever the fuck that is that I don't give a shit about. But that's cool. I definitely need a 2023 list, I think. There's got to be, there's 2 on it for sure. They're really expensive. Maybe those are going to be the only ones on the list, but I definitely need a 2023 list. I'm going with the first Galactus, and I would also really, really die if I got a Ultimate Fallout number 4. So those 2 are on my list, but not fucking likely, I don't think. They're really expensive, and I don't have a lot of money. So we'll see what happens this year. We'll see if the gods bless us with amazing comic books. And here's number 283, which is the first full appearance of Bishop. A nice newsstand. Yeah, those FFs are awesome. 48 and 49 would be really great to have. Yeah. I would also really like, I'm a big Shazam fan, so I'd really like, some of those Golden Age Shazam first appearances, even though I will never, ever, ever, ever be able to have them. Cali Comics, how are you? Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. Hunting Wishlist 2023. Hashtag Hunting Wishlist 2023. Huh. Yeah, all right. Maybe we'll do that. Is that something you're doing on on Instagram, Cali Comics? Some more Frizen art. Cool. Something that's killing the children. Is that still a thing? Do people still like that? I do. Some old Joker. Joker's my boy. Pretty always happy to have Joker stuff. Hard to find these old Joker comics in good condition, especially. They're not worth a whole bunch, but they're still pretty cool. Who that's patching in? Nice. How you doing, brother?
My back's hurt. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I was talking to my wife. She was stopping at the store, getting gas, and it's wanted icy. I said, "Yeah, bring us icy home."
Yeah, but
for some strange reason, it's like 70, mid 70s here.
Okay.
January 2nd, so it's pretty warm.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather's like over there usually. Do you guys get like a heavy duty winter over there, or is it just pretty warm?
We usually don't get a heavy duty winter. We usually get I would say on average maybe 2 months total of winter.
Okay, yeah, not so bad.
Yeah. So, and I always say that but it's not too much straight. It's like, oh, we get some cold days in November, we get some cold days in December, and then like before the end of it, it ends up being like 2 months. We get a lot of cold in February though. February usually the whole month might be cold. It's like right. January is usually really nice. Surprisingly, January is usually really, really nice. That's why I always tell people to try to come to con we have. But we have the first con of the season. It's the first weekend of after New Year's of the January. So I always try to tell people come down. If you can come down, you get some nice weather.
I've been collecting since 1974, so it's hard to pay the prices now. Yeah, that's fair, Ben. You're not wrong, buddy. Yeah, I don't disagree. It drives me crazy when I have to pay $70 for a comic book that was $4 10 minutes ago.
I understand that, but then I understand the other way too.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah. It's my answer to that, and I'm not like Ben. I'm not arguing. I'm not trying to say anything bad. It's like my only thing to that is like, then you shouldn't leave your house because gas wasn't the same price in 1974. You don't buy a loaf of bread, or don't like that's what I was trying to get to reference to. With Cali Comics said, do you still make the same paycheck? And, I was trying to make jokes about it, so hopefully you understand. Like, but a lot of times people don't. If they don't meet you, they don't know you. But yeah, it's like I understand the end of it's hard to pay those prices, but it's necessary because everything's going up. Everything's going up. Not as much wages, not as much. Because wages. When people can try to argue with me all day, and you're not gonna win. Wages have not gone up the percentage compared to everything else in the world. So but we don't make the same wages that you did in 1974. So so it's it has its yin and yang, but I do agree things are high. It's hard. Like when you look at a thing, especially like he said, something that just came out, and you're like, come on, man, like this it hadn't been out 2 days. Now it's like 10 times the price.
That drives me crazy, man. Just because of FOMO, it drives me insane. Like, why? Why is this so expensive? Oh, because it's a special whatever fucking fancy this variant. I'm like, they did this in the 90s, right? Everything has a fucking 800 variants and shiny pages and whatever the fuck else they're doing.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Why? Because people didn't order enough, and so it's like, come on, that's not my fault.
The only thing I don't like is when my local comic shop actually does it to me, and I'm like, seriously, you're making me pay $40 for a book that came out today, man? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, mine don't do that. Mine don't do that, but
he will if it's not in my pull box.
Yeah, well, mine don't do that, but what mine does, this is what mine does, and I wish I can get them out of doing that. It's like they'll put they get a lot of they've been getting a lot of good collections, so they'll put a lot of good collections on the wall or whatever, and good books on the wall, and I'm like, it's hard to get a discount from them. And I'm spending when I buy those type of books, I'll spend hundreds of dollars, and because I know they have good quality, but man, they don't like to give me a discount at all. Like they'll the most they'll give me is like if I'm paying cash, they're like, oh, we'll take off the taxes since you're paying cash. So you're gonna break the law instead of just giving me like the book is $500 instead of giving me like the book for $450. You'll take the taxes off.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to claim it. It's not for you; it's for him, man.
Yeah, so it's just like, come on, man. I'm like, but the reason why I say that is because I would actually buy way more if they were willing to wheel a deal more. I'll say it like this, because I was making enough money where instead of buying these collections online, I would have just said, hey, give me that whole left side of the wall.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Yeah, because I know you're gonna give me a good deal.
I'm with you on that. I am at the point where I was buying a lot of collections, and now I'm more at the point where I'm curating what I buy. Where I'm saying, okay, I need a lot more keys. I'll pay a premium price I'll pay a better price for it, but I need more keys. I need better stuff because that's what I'm after right now. That's what everybody's after, and it's not even for my personal collection. It's just to sell to keep afloat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically all. I'm selling to keep afloat so I can buy more stuff or have don't lose out on the deal buying a collection, stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, so it is what it is. In the Tosin book, it'll eventually go back to $15, $20. Especially since that's not the same name, but spoiler alert of the kid in Black Panther 2. But yeah, it's just appreciate it, lady. I see what you wrote there. But you know what's so funny about which is like I like a lot of older stuff. You know, it's great to invest in. I also like she said, the new stuff. But I've been seeing, and I'm not gonna put anybody's name on this because I watched a couple of them so far. But like books to invest in 2023,
Oh Jesus.
and what's kind of funny about it is it's like they're mentioning books that I know, and not to toot my horn, as books I talked about like 3 years ago, and they're just talking about them now, or they might be re talking about them now. It's whatever it is, but and they showed like the Marvel slate, like what books to buy or what, you know, stuff like that, and I'm thinking to myself, no, you're too late. You don't want to talk about Ant-Man and like anything that we have a trailer for or we have pictures. Don't like I can't believe telling people to buy this, and people are gonna buy it, but you got to look farther into the Marvel slate or the DC slate. You got to look further. All right, so like forget about Ant-Man and the Wasp, the Marvels, Guardians 3. Forget about all those. No, that's too late. You're buying at a lot of hype, and you're probably buying it still at decent prices. Wait till after the movies. I'd have been telling people, it's like, all right, wait till after these movies come out, then buy these keys, and you'll get a better deal on it.
You're not wrong.
But if you want to spec, hey, oh, what we got Kang Dynasty. Oh, let's try to see if we could find any insight of Kang Dynasty, Avengers. So it's going to be Avengers Kang Dynasty. So you got to have some Avengers. Let's see what, you know, you got to do Avengers. Oh, Cassie Lang is, she's going to be, oh, they have, what's her name? Kate Bishop. Oh, let's get Young Avengers. Mm-hmm. Oh, mm-hmm. Or Secret Wars. All right, Secret Wars. All right, they have the old series and the new series. Most likely they're going to talk more. They're going to take from the new series, but hey, they're going to dabble in the old stuff.
Absolutely.
So let me get that black suit, you know, since the prices have gone down. Let me get the new Spider-Woman, Julian Carpenter issue. Let me get that, you know, because that's super cheap in a 9.8. Like, that's the books I would have been telling people to get. Not like, let me follow the slate and tell you to get these books. Well, we got a month away from a movie. Let's get, you know, I saw that. I said, come on, man, really? You know, you want to get you want to invest in the later stuff, in the stuff that all you know is a title.
Yeah, if people want to invest in the MCU or in DC, EU, whatever the fuck you want to invest in, all you got to do is make a list of characters that are already in the DCU and a list of characters that are already in Marvel. And you go, okay, these are the books I should buy because these are the ones that aren't in it yet. Like, it's really not rocket science. It's not hard to do.
It's not, yeah.
Don't let people force you into buying shit that you don't need to buy. You can really do that shit on your own. It's pretty easy.
The DC stuff is just like, especially not right now. DC is just like Marvel. James Gunn is telling you what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
he's telling us he wants to do a younger Superman. He wants to do a big movie at the end, with that being Brainiac.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he wants to do,
and that's awesome.
The younger Superman, and the end he wants to do a Brainiac. Yeah, eventually we might get Darkseid, but he wants to do Brainiac first.
I hope he does do Brainiac. I hope Brainiac comes on the big screen. That would be amazing.
He wants to do Lobo.
That would also be amazing.
He wants to do Lobo more so than Aquaman.
Yeah,
and I said this, and I said how bad DC has been doing stuff. This is what's gonna happen. Aquaman is gonna make another $1 billion, and that's gonna throw James gonna be throwing shit. He's gonna be pissed. What the? Oh, we gotta keep this fucking Aquaman. it made so much money. I gotta keep it. You know why it's good? It's gonna have to keep it because it's gonna go to China. It's gonna have a China opening unless they put something in it to make sure they don't have a China opening. But if they have a China opening, they're gonna make $1 billion most likely, and that's gonna throw a monkey wrench in James Gunn's plans. So that's gonna be funny if that happens.
It is, and it will. You know, it will. Well, although I do like what the MCU's done, they have speckled in a lot of the young Avengers already.
Yeah.
They have like, they've done some speckling. They put in the Prowler already. So like Miles Morales is sort of set up. Like they've done some interesting things as far as setting up a younger comic book universe.
Yeah.
DC far behind on their in their movies. I like their writing in their comics a lot. I like their art in their comics is I almost superior in most comics. But as far as a franchise goes, it's not quite as hopping as Marvel right now.
Yeah, they tried to jump in too fast.
Oh yeah,
They should have did the slow burn. And guess what? If they did the slow burn, we'll be probably talking about, man, I can't wait till Justice League comes out. It'll be right. We'll be close getting to the Justice League movie. But it's
people like an origin story, man. People they don't want to be. I know you can because you're DC. You can just jump into a middle of a story, but you shouldn't. People are used to origin movies. There's been spoon fed this since the dawn of the superhero movie. We need an origin movie, we need a middle movie, and then we need a movie where they're they lose their powers and then they get them again at the end, like that kind of shit. That's sort of the what we want and what we expect, and it's weird. It's weird when we don't get it. This K-pop is in the house.
Okay, and it's not even us comic book fans that want an origin story movie. It's actually the 99.9% of the people who watch movies want it.
It's not.
They have no idea what they're watching.
Exactly.
They have no idea what they're watching. So you have to kind of do, even if you do the Star Wars scroll and do the origin and explain, and then start off some kind of way, or do like the Batman. Batman kind of started off and kind of explained in the movie that he was around already for like a year, or whatever it was.
They gave you that they gave you that year one sort of plot line, right?
Yeah. So it's you gotta have something to explain to the people who have no idea what they're watching, because that's the majority of the public. And so DC is, I don't know if James Gunn's going to do it because he only has a 5-year contract.
That's it.
Yeah,
he's only got a 5-year contract.
He signed the initial 5-year contract. I told somebody that said he has 5 years to get everything straight, but you can knock off 2 of the years because this year, this going into this year is going to be over with because of all the old movies. Then you got to develop all the new stuff. That takes a year or two. I said by the time we get any of his stuff, he's going to be on his 4th year of his contract.
He may even be gone by the time we get any of his movies, for fuck's sake. That's insane. That's insane, man. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate James Gunn, but I don't like the fact that he took away one of my favorite Supermen. I did like Henry Cavill as Superman. He is a little dark, and he's not a very good Clark Kent. I'll give you that. He's a great Superman, not a great Clark Kent. Hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. I'd have to say, no wonder he is going balls to the walls. Absolutely, 100%. I guess that is why he's firing everybody and just going crazy right now. That's pretty cool. All right, what's happening here? No, that's just who that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Very interested in the happenings of the DC EU. I do like DC a lot, so we'll see what happens. Got some Spider-Gwen #1, radioactive Spider-Gwen. He will be missed. I agree. He's a really good Superman. What if Hulk had become a barbarian, though? Yeah, Henry Cavill's a great Superman. I didn't really watch The Witcher, but I know he was a huge fan of The Witcher, so he was really tried to do The Witcher well. Yeah, that is a keeper. I love that book. It's one of my faves. More Tales from the Crypt. The EC horror reprints. And I'm always picking up the Dark Horse Star Wars when I find them. So this is Star Wars Dark Times #1. Harder to find these days than they used to be. This is when Batman gets his poor back broken by Bane. Catch up with the chat. Yeah, I don't blame you, Lady Fantastic. What if What if Volume 1's really cool? You have a collection to die for. I love the books that you show when I've seen them. I have a few here. Let me know which ones you don't have. I might have a couple for you, Lady Fantastic. I got a few older ones. Hellraiser. It's got the girl Hellraiser, which whatever. It's fine, I guess. Even though I prefer the old Pinhead much more my bag. I do love Clive Barker Hellraiser around here. And I picked this up. I was all in on this stuff when it came out. Yeah, Stevens, great. I picked this up when it came out. I do love Robert Crumb and stuff like that, and this was really a big homage to that kind of art for me. I think this book has some super dope art, more of a hand-drawn style, which I find cool. It's got more of that underground 70s style. Yeah, I agree, K-pop. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was good enough to get back into Hellraiser, I suppose. Better than most of the horror remakes they do. The what is it? The Friday the 13th remake was crap. The Elm Street one was crap. I think that's the first appearance of Nubia. I believe this is. Oh, can't remember who drew this. I should know because he's I think this is a J. Scott Campbell cover. Pretty sure that's a J. Scott Campbell cover. Leatherface was crap, I agree. Leatherface was garbage. I hated it. Maybe this is J. Scott Campbell. I can't remember. That's cool. Spawn Universe #1. Cool variant. Those are some big ass motherfucking guns. And I'm not talking about her tits. Jesus. Those are some really big guns, man. Campbell, yeah. Yeah. And I liked Black Adam. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I liked the movie. I thought it was good. It wasn't great, don't get me wrong, but I really liked the character Black Adam, and I was hoping that they would do another movie. And him versus Superman would have been awesome. I know, titties and guns and guns and titties and guns and guns. So I have a small collection of Black Adam books, but I just find this one to be super dope. I think it's cool. It's got I don't know, a neat feel to it. We all love, well, I don't know if we all love, but I love Omega Red. That's the first appearance of Omega Red, which is okay. but the number 5 cover is way better. So you got to buy those books together because the number 5 cover is way, way better. More X-Men. Great Wolverine cover. These are the covers I wanted when I was a kid, and my parents wouldn't let me have them because they were too violent, and my dad thought they were stupid. You're right. It is fun to see people die in creative ways. You know, Midnight Suns, but it's the newsstand. So that one's cool. I know it's a first appearance. We got Spirits of Vengeance, number 10. First Maverick. Thank you. Ghost Rider 2. Everybody's into Ghost Rider now. I guess the big thing. I got this guy glowing in the dark the other night, and I thought it was cool as hell. I never actually looked at it in the dark. I was going to bed, and it was just sitting on top of my comic book box. I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. So, fuck yeah, it was cool. Really enjoy that cover. I never got to ever enjoyed it the way it is meant to be enjoyed. That is fantastic. Awesome job, K-Pop. I don't know why I have these ones here. Oh, I picked up a couple Ice Cream Man issues recently, so I did have number 1. Ice Cream Man. This is number 8. I didn't jump on the Ice Cream Man boat when it first came out, so you know it was. Hey, there he is, back in action. Did you jump on the Ice Cream Man bandwagon when it hopped on Who Dat?
I was too late to the party.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Recently, I got some of the early editions for a really good price, so I'm pretty happy to have them.
Yeah, I had missed off that and Something's Killing the Children. Kind of missed all that.
Yeah, also missed out on Something Is Killing the Children as well. Yeah, so did I. I've got most of them now. I don't have a first print of number 1, but I've got most of them.
I'll tell you, but I was on Star Wars, like High Republic stuff.
Oh Jesus, fucking High Republic! God damn, that there's like a first appearance in every comic of that bloody thing. And I love Star Wars, man, but Jesus, the Marvel is really fucking that up.
No, I don't. That's not a daiquiri, Miss Lady Friend. That's just icy. I said it earlier. It's just icy. A beautiful life brought us home icy.
That's a likely story. It's probably a daiquiri. Who that's getting wasted at 1:17 in the afternoon, people.
Yeah, I gotta. I didn't have to work, maybe, but or if I was on vacation, that's definitely.
Yeah, I got to work in the morning, so I'm not getting drunk tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah, if I was on vacation, it'd be a different story.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually sort of stopped drinking. I didn't mean to stop drinking. It's not like I tried to quit drinking. I like drinking a lot, actually, and I just sort of stopped. I don't even know how it happened. COVID happened. I don't drink at home by myself, and I just haven't been out in such a long time. I just sort of stopped going out. It's weird.
Yeah. You realize how much money you have after.
Yeah. Well, not really. Now I just spend it on comic books. It's been shifted.
Here's a book people to invest in.
Oh, that is a book to invest in. Yeah.
This one or Stingray. That's Submariner 19. Not saying you have to buy it, and I'm not a financial advisor, but we got Submariner, and he needs villains.
This is true.
He needs villains. I mean, Atuma is probably going to be the first one, but you need more than this one villain he's going to kill off. Just saying.
Well, yeah, because he's only got a handful of villains really, so that's a big one. I think I have one here. The death of his girlfriend too. Can't remember the number of that. Maybe 36. Maybe it could be earlier than that. It's got him. It's got him in a test tube, and she's on the ground, sort of in a oh no position.
Yeah.
And that may be something to grab as well, because he does need a love interest, and
he needs a love interest. His cousin's in there. She's I don't think they're gonna get rid of her, but she's gonna probably play more of a role. Is it Nomorita?
Mr. Dope Comics in the chat. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, so I think because I have that book. I've gotten that book like so many times, and recently in high grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had 2 9.0s. Well, I got them raw, and then I graded them 9.0s, and then I have currently a PC copy because I'll probably end up selling it whenever the timing is right. But I got 9.4. I graded got a 9.4 copy that I ended up buying raw, like you said earlier. Buy raw. If you know how to grade, buy raw.
That's another thing. Really learn your grading, man. Grading's pretty important if you're buying books on the raw and you're trying to flip them. So.
Mm-hmm. Or even if you just collect them, still better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'll spend a lot less if you know how to grade. You'll save yourself some money.
Yeah, if you know what pressable defects are, you'll also save a couple bucks there too.
And then when you buy from certain people over time and you see how they grade, it benefits you too as well. Because I know a couple of people that I'll try to buy from anytime I have some money if it's a good book, because they undergrade.
Yes. I've actually seen I've seen a couple of your shows. I watch you once in a while, Houdat, and I've seen some of your good advice, to be honest.
Yeah, because one guy is like Marvel Comics, I think I have to find out exactly his name. But he's tremendous at undergrading. And not saying that he's a bad grader. He says he wants to grade as low as possible, so if you do get it graded and you get it back, you're happy. He that's what he grades as. Like, so my Gamora, I forgot how he graded the Gamora. I might have graded it in the 8 range.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say maybe 8.5 for the Gamora. And it probably would have been around 8.5 to 9. Maybe I would say about 9.0 if I didn't press it, But I pressed and cleaned it. It came back a 9.4. So
that's great.
Yeah,
that's excellent.
But that keeps buyers, keeps customers.
It does. I have to make that decision all the time whether a book is worth sending to CGC, or is it more, or am I going to make more selling it raw? Like, do I invest the $40 or $50 it is per book from Canada? It's usually about $40 a book, 29 or $30 to get it graded plus. You know what I mean? So you got to pay for all the shit. So I have to put that into consideration whenever I'm sending stuff to CGC.
Yeah, and that'll kind of, and it's not hard to figure that out. It's just
no.
It's just you gotta be mindful when you're doing it, because. But yeah, I love buying from those type of people, because I'll keep buying from them, because they keep bringing out books that I know I can make some money on if I get it graded. I just take the time, take the steps because I got some more books down here I didn't even get to show for the hunt because how the competition was. I would have lost with those books, even though they're like really really good books. But those are going to go off to get graded because I bought it from that guy, and I know they're a lot higher graded than he gave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. There's books that I won't play on the hunt. I played my first Jenny Frison art on the hunt. It got fucking spanked. I'm like, you people don't even know how expensive this book is. Go try and find it. It's a bloody ghost, man. It's raw. It's really expensive. I can't imagine if you get it at a 9.8 or something.
I mean, that Del Otto X-23 book got spanked, and I
Right?
played it on the hunt, and it's like I don't think anybody knows what this book is.
Yeah, I just don't think they knew, or they didn't give a shit. They're like, fuck Jenny Frison, fuck her, fuck that fucking shit.
Yeah.
Well, come on,
Yeah,
man. You don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of it's weird how sometimes
Maybe
the stuff
Fantastic
plays.
would have voted for me. She likes her.
Yeah, it's funny how the hunt kind of works, and you got to do a strategy, and you can't. Sometimes you can't play certain books because the chat is not going to vote for it.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's certain books the chat will not vote for. Even like I played the third appearance of fucking Iron Man, and they were like, nah, that's not good enough. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not the first appearance.
It's only the third appearance of Iron Man. That's not good enough.
Yeah,
Get out of here, man.
And like that's so funny. I remember that show, and you were showing it, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a loss."
Right? I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, get the heck out of here. How did I lose with the third appearance of Iron Man?
That's it. Because the only reason because I lost with the second appearance, so I was like,
That's how you knew. That's how you knew.
I was like, Bleeker's not gonna win this round.
No.
They don't understand just because like it's crazy how that works. The first appearances, like those type of books, will definitely win, but second and third appearances, it's like, nah, it's not good enough.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
I'll vote for that variant before I vote for that.
Right? It's so weird. It's so weird, man. The hunt drives me crazy sometimes. I love it. Don't get me wrong, but it drives me definitely crazy sometimes.
Yeah, you never can have a good strategy for it.
You really can't. You just never know.
You just play. You just got to play a game, and you'd be surprised. Like Tone, one time he thought he was going to lose because he had a lot of crap books. And he ended up winning. It's like, I guess I'll take the win.
No, it's definitely hit or miss. I didn't play a lot of big books. I'm
reading the chat. I'm sorry.
The chat's great, man. The chat's just been popping off. They're building canopies. They're having drinks. This is going to be a party.
The chat is hilarious right now. Like,
wherever K-pop and Lady Fantastic are, I want to go hang out with those two, man. They're building a tiki bar.
Oh my god! Oh yeah, it'd be like the tiki bar, like Hulk and Iron Man. Oh god! I don't get drunk. It's like that's why Tony had an issue. That's why Tony he's drinking with Hulk who can't get drunk.
Yeah, it's nice to have a friend that can hold you up when you get wasted like that.
Oh my god, that is freaking.
I hated the She-Hulk, couldn't stand it. But that being said, it just wasn't for me. I'm sure somebody enjoyed it out there. I don't know who. I don't know who, but somebody must have enjoyed it.
It had its moments. I'll say it like that. It had its moments. I never can crack 100% on stuff.
That's fair.
It had its moments for stuff. Just like I talked about Black Adam. Black Adam, certain things were great, but certain things were terrible. So it's like So
yes, I agree actually with you. Certain things were great, and other things were pretty terrible. Like that child actor was pretty terrible.
Yeah, like on She-Hulk. She-Hulk, I like that she broke the fourth wall. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people didn't understand it, and they were like, "Wait, you collect comics? You didn't understand she does that?"
Yeah, I didn't like how she did it at the end. I didn't like that part of the fourth wall breaking. But
Oh, you say that very
the
end. But
very
I'm
end.
talking about the throughout the show. Like
Throughout the
that part.
show, I didn't mind it. Throughout the show, I didn't
Yeah.
mind it. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked when she was like turned to the thing and she was just talking, and then she turned back and the people would be like, "Wait, who are you talking to?" It was kind of like I liked that part, but like at the end, it was just like that wasn't really a fourth wall. That was just like, "Hey, I'm just gonna." I don't even know what to call it. But yeah, throughout the show was really good. I thought, besides that last part.
Yeah, I just didn't like. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I didn't like how they portrayed every man as a big piece of shit in that whole entire show. I was like, oh come on, guys. There's got to be at least one half decent dude in the world. Like we all can't be trash, man. I know we are. I know we're all trash ladies, but we all can't be trash. There's got to be one. There's got to be one out there. I was like, wow. Okay,
there was one good one. It was Daredevil.
Oh yes, I forgot. Daredevil was the good one, the blind one that she banged. I forgot about that guy. That's right. That's right.
And people complained about that, and then when I looked more, because I forgot about this in the She-Hulk's like comic history.
She banged. She bangs a lot.
Yeah, so it's like people are mad about this, and I was like, that's basically what she did in the comics.
She's a slut. She-Hulk's a slut. I don't know if anybody knows it, but she gets around.
She is, but guess what? In comics, nobody's gonna call her that because she'll rip you too. So
yeah. I wouldn't call her that. She ripped me in fucking half. Although that being said, that might be all right. I also am a slut, She-Hulk. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Lady says she bangs. She bangs.
Yeah, man. It's true. It's true. If you do read the comics,
it's so funny a lot. And then, like I said, I saw people say Hulk was a wuss, but I mean that was a different iteration of the Hulk. That was Professor Hulk. That wasn't Hulk from Avengers 1.
Where he smashed that thing in the head and it just fucking went right down. Because that's a strong Hulk. Yeah,
that's the different levels of the Hulk. Like, and that's in the comics too. It's different levels. You got the what's it, the World Hulk type of Hulk, which would kill everybody. Mm-hmm. At that strength level, like you have that level of Hulk, and then you have like say Professor Hulk, which is a more mild level strength wise, but very basically, but has the intelligence of Bruce Banner. So so it's different level. I can't get mad at the Hulk because that's the iteration of the Hulk. That's what he's supposed to be. It's Professor Hulk. Now, would I like to see other versions? Oh, yes, I would like to see other versions.
What's Mom? Or is it more? Do I need to read more? Because I'll read your mom. I'll read your mom, Callie. I'm just kidding, buddy.
Is that the one that they made a movie about?
I don't know. I've never read it. I'm curious now, actually.
Because I'm curious if that's the one they made a movie about. If that's the one he's talking about, then I haven't read the comic, but the movie was really good. So
I have the first Professor Hulk. Professor Hulk, I didn't think he was that much of a wuss, to be honest. He was in the show though, and you know that there's iterations of the Hulk. You know that there's power levels to the Hulk. I know there's power levels to the Hulk. But I don't think the regular person knows that. And when you dumb down the Hulk so much to get over, it was like watching, a really good wrestler try to get over a really shitty wrestler, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Oh my God, how did that guy lose?
Yeah, and I hate to say you needed Professor Hulk for She-Hulk because he can explain what it is to be a Hulk and what to do and the fight and all this, and if he was regular Hulk, just saying smash, he wouldn't be able to do that stuff.
You know what? I'll look for it, Callie. Mom is the book that Emilia Clarke works on.
Okay. I didn't know. I know they made a movie. I think it was called Mom, but I'm not 100% sure.
You mind if you talk to the crowd for a second? I need a drag of a cigarette. Who dat?
Yeah, go ahead. All
right, brother. Give me 1 second. Be long.
But hello, chat. This is the GoPro. Just to let you guys know, that's the GoPro 11 Black. 11 Black. Got it hooked up. Got it downloaded. We're gonna test it out, play with it. Might drop a few videos just to see how it looks on screen. So, stay tuned for that. Try to see if I might go to my parents' house to let my daughter do the hoverboard. But it's been having issues. She got a hoverboard for Christmas, and might try to video that, see how it drops. Um, let's see. Oh, let me talk about the TMNT stuff. Something to look for if you ever see it. I probably overpaid now when I think about it, but because of the prices now. But if you ever see this, pick it up. Shell Shocked. I think it's only one volume, but Shell Shocked trade paperback from Mirage Studios. High grades tend to be very expensive. This one's probably about a VF edition, but I didn't have it. This is about that probably like a year ago. So there's something to look out for. Always tell people to look out for certain TMNT stuff. If you see it, pick it up. Because you don't see that often. What is this? Oh, this something else. I'm finding stuff. Let's see what else I can show you guys. Show you guys these books. Got to get the first appearance, but the guy who sold me these the first appearance was terrible condition. So, second appearance of Star Sapphire. You got Green Lantern 26, and then you got Green Lantern. What number is this? It's 41. Her third appearance. Some Star Sapphire. I think it'd be cool to see Star Sapphire, like maybe whenever they figure out what they want to do with Green Lantern. I think that'd be cool little stuff.
Oh, I saw those Green Lanterns you sold Doc not too long ago. They were awesome.
Yeah. I kept the one on. Well, I kept a couple of them. I kept these. This is the second appearance of Star Sapphire. I think it's 16. I think. Yeah, nice. 26, and 41 is the third appearance. So I kept those. I kept the Green Lantern 6 because he had that one already. So I just decided to get that one graded. So I figured it'd be easier to sell. I was just showing off stuff. Then this is actually, I think, a 1 in 25, if I'm not mistaken. This is a first appearance of Spectrum, Monica Rambeau Spectrum.
Okay, yeah, Monica Rambeau.
Yeah, I think this is the 1 in 25. But
that's actually some good spec right now, to be honest. Anything Monica Rambeau is pretty good spec. She's gonna be involved in the MCU in the future.
She's gonna be there for a while. I think she'll probably end up taking up the Captain Marvel Monica.
I agree 100%.
Because a lot of people liked the actress.
She was good in the TV series. They brought her in really well. So better than they brought in actual Captain Marvel. I don't know, whatever the case may be, why the crowd didn't love her, who knows? But we did like Monica Rambeau though.
Yeah, people didn't like her because of personal views. Let's just be honest. But I admit I don't care what your personal views. Just give me the movie is not your personal. Give me a good showing and do a good script, and I'll like it.
I agree with you 100%. That's what's missing in a lot of movies these days, is a good script.
Yeah, Monica Rambeau was, and I hope this is what I hope they do with Monica Rambeau, because they put Falcon. They changed Falcon's origins, like where he's from.
Mm-hmm.
They made him from Louisiana, from New Orleans area, southern Louisiana. Monica Rambeau in the show, not just like in comics, but in the show, she is from Louisiana as well. So it's like, I hope they kind of like meet up in something, I'm not saying that anything, relationship wise, but I'm like hoping it'd be like some kind of banter about going back and forth, since they're from literally like the same area.
Right.
In the movies. So
all little tiny Easter eggs, man. All the little Easter eggs. That's one thing I do like about Marvel, actually. They do drop a lot of weird little Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Photon. She got the Photon comic. I don't know what her code name is gonna be in the movie, reason, well, because her mom name was Photon. Like they showed that on a plaque when she walked past it. Her
Mhm.
mom code name was Photon. So my assumption was like she's not gonna be Photon because her mom was Photon. She's from the military. They don't use the same call sign.
No, so she's got to be. They've got to make her into Miss Marvel, right? They have to.
Well, I was thinking Spectrum. They're going to give her Spectrum call sign and then eventually give her Captain Marvel.
Yeah, she's got to be Captain Marvel. At some point.
So I was like Spectrum. I could see because her and then her powers were on a show. It kind of I don't know. Spectrum just sounded right when I saw her powers going to play on the show.
Is Bree still? She's still signed for Marvel stuff, isn't she?
Yeah, but I don't know how many shows or movies or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much she's signed on for. But
I mean, normally when she got signed on, they signed them at minimum 6 at that time. And she's been in 3 things. Yeah, she's been in 3 things.
Yeah, she's been in 3, I believe. 2 for sure.
And Endgame, her own movie. And then she appeared in the TV show.
Yes, yeah. I believe she did appear in the TV show.
Was she in Infinity War?
Was she in Infinity War? I know she was in her own, and then she was in Endgame. Because wasn't at the end of Infinity War? Isn't that when he contacted her? That's when he
you don't even see her. You don't even see her.
You don't really see her, but that was like the next. We knew she was coming, kind of thing.
Yeah, so she was like in 3, at least 3 or 4 things. I'm guessing.
Yeah, lady
but
she thinks the same as you.
Yeah, but she still has like at least 2 more projects. So she's probably gonna be in Kang with Avengers. Kang, I'm guessing. We got her own movie, and then probably the Avengers Kang Dynasty thing, whatever is coming up. So
yeah, she's. I just don't know why they keep the fans just hate her. Like it's just that's the long and short of it. They really should get rid of her, but hey, whatever they're gonna do, I guess.
Well, she's only signed off for like 2 more projects, so
yeah. So we can look forward to that exit pretty soon, hopefully.
That's why I said she's probably gonna be in the Marvels, and she might reappear in the Kang movie.
Okay.
That'll probably. Well, she might be in the Kang movie, and then she might come back for Secret Wars, and that'll probably be it. Honestly, so she probably has only 3 more projects.
Well, yeah, because doesn't Rogue fuck her up anyway? Like, is Rogue? I'm pretty sure Rogue fucks her up and like leaves her in a coma for like the rest of her career, doesn't she? So
that's how. Well, I know that's how Rogue gets her strength or whatever.
Yeah, it gets all her powers and shit. So.
Yeah. I'm hoping they kind of do that. I'm hoping we get the proper Rogue whenever that happens.
Yeah, you know I mean? One with a accent, one with like awesome, one that we all know and recognize and love. I hope so too, brother.
Yeah, not a scared teenager, and
Yeah, one that punches people out. She was awesome. Rogue was great in the cartoon. She was so fantastic.
If you want to have those scared teenagers, just do the cartoon. Let Jubilee be the scared teenager.
Yeah.
And then you can do the teenager side from her aspect and do the adult side from all the other ones we know about,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So, because honestly, a lot of the stuff that kind of like people are complaining about, like the forcing of female characters, if they would have just did it with the X-Men characters, you wouldn't feel that way.
That's they're
because they're already there. You don't have to force them. They're already there.
Yeah, they're already there in the flesh. Like but they're making my favorite characters all into girls, right? Like Thor is going to be Jane Foster. Captain Marvel is Ms. Marvel, really. Like they're everybody's a girl, which is fine. I'm fine with it as long as the movie's good and the story's good. I don't care. But I didn't really care for the newest Thor movie. I don't hate it, but I didn't care for it.
I didn't care for it, but I've seen worse.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I'll watch it again at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've seen worse. That's why, and I try to remind people that, but there's a lot of young people in the comic community
That's
Yeah,
it, man.
especially that we know. And I don't think they've seen like I don't think they've seen Thor 2. I don't think they've seen Iron Man 2.
That's fair.
Yeah, I tried to rewatch Iron Man 2 and I couldn't get past the car racing scene.
Which one's Iron Man 2? Is that the one where Buddy fucking it blows up all the time?
Yeah,
Or is that
no. That's the one when no, that's Whiplash. Whiplash is the number 2.
Okay, all right. I've got the first
Yeah.
appearance of Whiplash. I like Whiplash. They didn't do him horribly in the movie, but they didn't do great. He was just,
They didn't do him. They did him so bad that you can literally buy that book for under $20.
Yeah, I know. I have it, and I bought it pretty cheap myself. So
Yeah, so like and then Thor 2 was pretty bad. First appearance of Malachi, you can buy that for $1.
yep.
Yeah, so and I'm kind of this shows how bad the movie was too, because like if the movie was good, those books wouldn't be priced as cheap.
You're right.
Yeah, so that's why I said those movies were worse. They had some DC movies that were worse, but they had a lot of potential, and Taika Waititi, who took he's done, so they got rid of him. Yeah, he was he was funny. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed when he was on the screen talking.
He was funny. He was very funny. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought he was really funny as Zeus.
It was so like the reason why I thought like in my mind Zeus would be one or two. He's either gonna be super like Zeus badass, or he's gonna be that side of Zeus, because what do he has to fear? He's Zeus, Be black.
I love that they made him. I love that they made him Italian too. I think it was awesome actually. Well, it's just a little bit like this, Like I said, I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. It's the first Italian Zeus we've ever seen.
They just added a little too much silliness in it, but besides that, they could have did more with gore. But that movie was, to me, it felt like it was like 3 movies in one. So that's
I really want them to start introducing Doctor Doom Cali comics. They fucked every fucking Doom up so far, but I'd like them to introduce Doom. I'm not a huge Riri fan. I know who that likes Riri.
I like it because they didn't take the like you just mentioned earlier. They didn't take it's a similar, but it's not Tony Stark as a female. Like it's not Tony Stark and it's a female, and it's a whole different character from a different aspect in life, a different upbringing, and showing that what she can do, and she became her own as Ironheart. So it's like I like it. That's why I like it. Because a lot of people complain about or don't like when they make their male characters female or the female characters male. They're like, hey, this is similar character, but it's not the same. It's not Tony Stark.
Just don't take my character. Don't stop killing my characters and taking them all away. Is all I'm saying. Like I still want to be like. I still want the notion that maybe they'll make another good Thor movie, or maybe they'll make another good Iron Man movie. And they don't need. I know Robert Downey, great Iron Man. These are characters that are in existence. Robert Downey is not Iron Man. Another actor can take up that mantle, just like another actor can take up the mantle of Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman is not Black Panther. He was a great Black Panther, and he is our Black Panther. But someone else can take on that mantle, just like they do for the Joker.
Yeah, and the thing with Robert Downey Jr. is in my mind, he could actually play that role. He could play that role for another 10 years or 20 years if he wants to, because it's CGI.
100%, he could.
100%. When you see him as Tony Stark, he's in a suit or something talking around, but he can do that as he gets older. But when he puts a suit on, he's not, so he could play that role a lot longer if he chooses to.
Yeah,
Thor,
I think he would.
Thor, I could see. Yeah, Thor, I could see them. Like you said, recasting, but keeping another male actor. But
Well, I think Tony would also look good as old Iron Man when Iron Man had the white long hair with the like the jacked body. I think he would look good like that, to be honest.
Then then his mindset would be different. So it'd be like it's almost like his dad. It's like his dad would have been like this picture of him in the movies. His dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Robert Downey Jr. So it'd be pretty cool. So
it wouldn't be bad. It wouldn't be bad. He could definitely play Iron Man for a long time coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I agree with Lady. Like they should have recasted T'Challa character.
Yes,
I'll say it, that's the reason why that movie didn't make $1 billion. If he would have been recast, it would have made $1 billion because you would have had people want to see if this person did as well as Chadwick Boseman.
100%.
And if he would have did as well as Chadwick, or even better, they would have went back to see it again. So that's that portion of people you missed.
Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong. Good, and it is a disservice by retiring just the character himself. Black Panther's a great character. He's a character that people need, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole. He's a character that already exists. That's awesome, and he's black for fuck's sake. It's sad that like fuck's sake, man. You need that character. You need him. I just wish they would stop naming black characters black everything. Black Panther, Black Goliath, Black.
No, that was in the 60s. So we can't go back. Black Goliath was in the 70s. So we can't. We're talking about stuff we weren't even around for.
Dude, even every native character they've ever made is got I don't know, powers of like we can manifest axes and fucking
red wolves
and shit.
Red wolf.
All my powers are based on wolves and fucking tomahawks. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be. I can say the MCU is gonna be very interesting though.
The next little bit should be really interesting. Like I said, I have not given up on the MCU. I haven't really enjoyed the last phase of the MCU, but there's definitely more they can do if they stop fucking up movies like gore. I agree, more gore, but better gore. They fucked that up because that was a great story that should have just been done on its own. But other than that, they've got some upcoming things. I really like the guy they've got playing Kang. That guy's amazing. I hope they do something really good with him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the new Black Panther movie or whatever, Wakanda movie. So I'm hoping. I haven't seen it yet. I'm hoping it's good.
It's good.
It's good.
It's a good story. It's a good story. It's a good.
That's all we ask.
It's for what all they had to deal with. It's very good. I mean, because they couldn't postpone the movie. They had to go, so that's why they had to. They retired the character, or you would say, because they had to. They couldn't hold back the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to introduce Submariner, and Riri. They were trying to introduce those two characters, and they were trying to add more to what's her name that's kind of like doing the Thunderbolts. I forgot her name, but they were trying to get more her into stuff. So, they got a lot of things that movie kind of is going to lead to other stuff. Because Ironheart's getting her own show. You couldn't postpone that movie to recast, and they would have had to push back the Ironheart show, which already got pushed back because of COVID.
Yes.
And because I think the show was actually supposed to come out before the movie originally.
I don't mind a lot of the Marvel TV shows. I didn't like She-Hulk. That was probably the only one, but I've liked the other ones. I don't care.
The other ones were actually really good. Like they were made for, all of them were made for what they were for.
Yeah.
But the other ones were a lot better, and they stuck in their lanes. Like
100%.
Like Miss Marvel was a teenage show.
Mm-hmm,
and it dealt with teenage problems and what you deal as a teenager and stuff like that. So
yeah, you're not wrong. I enjoyed Falcon and Winter Soldier. I enjoyed WandaVision. I enjoyed the Loki show. Really liked You know, that they brought in Kang in the Loki show. Actually, I really liked the Loki show, to be honest. A lot of people hated it. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I thought it was pretty good.
It was a lot of talking. Some people don't have a, the talking bores people. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's a great story. That's what we need. That's what we need in shows is a story. That way
You want,
we can build towards something amazing. You got to build the story, man. That's how that works.
hmm But I mean, I think they're gonna. Avatar 2 passed Top Gun Maverick.
Lady Fantastic loved Miss Marvel, and she doesn't care what I say. That's fair. That's fair, lady.
Well, you didn't say anything bad about Miss Marvel. You
I
said
don't
you like
blame her.
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I don't mind Miss Marvel. I didn't hate
Yeah.
it. I just didn't like. It's not a show that was made for me. It's a little
No,
young for
yeah.
my taste,
Yeah.
but it was a good show. It didn't represent her
Yeah.
powers. It didn't represent her powers very well, though. Her powers are different. They did
They had to
weird
change it.
stuff.
Yeah.
They did some
A
weird
lot, a
stuff.
lot of people can't accept the changing of stuff and don't understand that. And that's why
Yeah.
kind of a lot of people are upset about Submariner. And then he's like, you got to realize they already have an Atlantean superhero,
Mhm.
and it's Aquaman. They beat Marvel. DC beat
To the
Marvel
punch.
on, and it was very successful. That's why you didn't get Submariner from Atlantis.
No, you're not wrong. You're not
They
wrong.
try to separate. They don't want to confuse audiences. That's what and people who don't know comics, which is majority of the people that buy these tickets, they don't understand that.
Oh yeah, my
So-
brother doesn't know anything about it. Yeah, I have to explain it to him because he gets mad at stuff. I'm like, you can't get mad. This is how it's supposed to. You
Yeah.
can't. He's there. Trust me. Don't worry. You'll like him later.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not upset about it. I actually liked it. It I liked it in that aspect.
Mhm.
And the guy did great. So it's certain things they have to change. We just as comic fans have to get used to it, but in a way. But long as it's good, if they change it, all right. Now if they change it, it's terrible. Yeah, we get mad. But if they change it and overall everything was good, you're like, then what are we complaining about?
Well, I'm almost positive that they put what was it the Fantastic Four in that movie. You had Reed Richards in that one movie as in another dimension. I think they just put him in there because people have hated every Reed Richards so far. They were like, if we put him in for 2 seconds, maybe we'll get some good feedback on it. And people loved him. People loved him as Reed Richards. So I think they're also sort of fucking around doing shit like that. Like because they've faltered on Fantastic Four. What is it? A couple of times now. So I'm thinking they're worried about Fantastic Four right now, which is why they're not really gunning forward with that just yet.
Well, it's no rush. They're in pre-production, so it's gonna.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in pre-production, so that means they're spending money, so it's coming.
Okay,
it's coming. Right. We're gonna get casting probably within the next 6. We'll probably get it next summer. We'll probably get casting at next Comic-Con.
Okay, that'd be cool.
So it's coming. It's gonna be good. So,
what do you think about everybody's spec on the what was it? The cast of crew that got killed in that last movie. I can't even remember who they were. The Illuminati. What do you think of that?
Illuminati. I laughed.
You think Illuminati are coming back, or is it just a one dimension of Illuminati?
We could probably get another alteration of Illuminati. We might get the Illuminati that we know, with Submariner part of the Illuminati, because that was a different Illuminati. So we probably could get another Illuminati. I could see that happening after Secret Wars.
Right.
After all this craziness that we might get, and they might form up, and it won't be for the Infinity Stones. It'd be just like, hey, we need to this, we have our own different things, but you just need to, if we need to form up in case of something like that happens again, which it will, because of Galactus, then we can get together. But I think that's what it's gonna,
Yeah, I agree, Lady Fantastic, with that. Actually, they show him in a scene just as a proto screen test for fans to see see how bad the backlash is.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to get off of here. I'm hungry.
Yeah. I'm probably going to
But
get the heck out of here too. It's been a long stream so far. I really appreciate you hopping on. Who dat? Anything
no
going
problem.
off lately? You doing anything cool? Got anything for the crowd to look forward to?
No, I mean I'll be in Sands' auction. I think it's Sunday. I don't think I'm
Nice.
gonna be on Tuesday or anything, but I'll do that. I don't think I'm gonna have a giveaway for January. Super chat giveaway. So just check that out, and you can see me on the hunt. And I'll try to
Absolutely.
pop on if Leaker's doing this when I'm available, and I'll see
Five
if I can do.
times.
I'll do any hangouts. People check that out because I kind of like the little hangouts, the discussions like this when you have open forum, you just talk about random stuff with pop culture, comics, and movies. So just check the
I agree.
channel out.
Yeah, I
And
like it.
IG, just check me out on IG.
Awesome. You heard it here, man. Who dat? He is one of the coolest members in the community. Awesome. He's always got good knowledge. He's a great dude. Appreciate you, Who Dat, for hopping on. Myself, you can always check me out every Sunday. I do a live stream from my comic book shop. I also am on the hunt. I'm here and there and everywhere. I do interviews from different channels. Oh yeah, I've still got a raffle going on. So I've got 30 tickets to sell, and we're getting back into that since it's after Christmas time. I didn't want to bombard anybody with spending more money in December than they needed to. So we're in January. We're back to selling raffle tickets. We got 30 of those available out of 40. Your first prize is the first appearance of Blade. So that's Tomb of Dracula number 10, and number 12 actually comes in the first prize pack. So we've got a second and third prize as well. Only 40 tickets were available, so the odds are very good that you're going to win something. $25 a ticket, my friend, and that's Canadian, not American. So I think American is like $18.95 or something like that. So just get a hold of me on IG if you want, and we can talk about that. Awesome, everybody. Thanks for popping out. We appreciate you. Have a great day.